here in Brazil. I will call him, oh, Mazi, look at this person, look at this person, look at this. Plant people. Plant some people that will engage their fellow in some argument that he may not even know that these people are in IPOB. There are members of IPOB that even those in the unit does not know that they are members. These are the people doing the great work. That is how IPOB is structured. We will tell, this is our brother, this is our member, this is our brother, this is our sister. Mobilize people to engage in argument with him or her. We want to find out who this person is or what he stands for. In that matter, that particular mission will be carried out. Not only if he carry out immediately, we back into action, no. Every report that those people bring with evidence, with evidence, because as they may be, one person will be recording everything. Because we don't believe they say, or this. Look at what we want to hear from the sources, from the horse's mouth. Get us. Do you have any evidence when he was saying this or when she was saying this? Yes, bring it. The person we presented, we hear with our own ears, not. It's okay. Now it's confirmed. We will not take the national coordinator will not take that matter to the rep. And sometimes we used to give people some certain long rope. Despite that evidence, we will still say, okay, maybe this person may be acting under ignorant, or let us now call him officially to order. That is when we will say, okay, you come. We now invite some principal order servants. We will now invite some principal servants. Those ones will come around, will say, okay, do you know why we call you here? We call you here because look at what we find in you. Look at what this way we are going, you are going is not the way IPOB is functioning. If you continue to be going this way, you are working against this particular movement. You are working against it. Then it is only when we call to that order, that person refuses. That is when that matter will be taken to leadership, which is the DOS, is the final table where your matter will be discharged and acquitted. As they may just use the word. That is where the matter will be discharged and acquitted. Okay. We are trying to call this person to order, and we have tried we have applied all our effort. This person is not complying, it's not changing. That is when the leadership is okay with all the evidence that have been presented to them. That is when they will be called to order. Now, even one of the leadership will not try to reach that person, which is not normal. They will try to get to that person to hear from him. Then when they hear from him, they will ask you, okay, go back to your national coordinator. It takes a long time. If that person now feel that his matter cannot be discussed, or that is when you will see that issue being present to the public. So that, do you know why that issue will be presented to the public? So that that person will be identified as no more in us, with us, so that he will not be going around deceiving people. There are a memo that was published a few days ago about IPOB in Anambra. Many people may think that this issue now started. Many people may think that this issue started just sudden. No, this issue has been there since over 2 years. That issue you see their crisis in Anambra, I've been started there since over to. How did it start? People who were having another mindset as soon as Mazi Lionman Kanu was kidnapped and the extraordinary decision to Nigeria. People who were having another mindset through they say. This is why I urge our people to be sensible. You see, to identify those that are with you or those working against your land, it's very simple. Now, let's come to reality. You know, I kept quiet since all this while. There are many things I'm going to review in this program today that will shock you. That is how I do. If you see me keep quiet for a long time, there are things fishing. And we are learning from the mistake of our lovely beloved father, late beloved father, a man like no other man in Biafra land as a whole, in Africa. Because this is the man who saw tomorrow. This is the man who wants the life of average, or let me just use this word, common. The common man in Hausa land. This is the man that wants the common man to survive in Hausa land. This is the man that wanted the common man in Yoruba land to have future. Those ones, their politicians say common man in the street. No. These are the man. It's only our beloved father Odumogojuku who wanted every people who were forcibly matched together as Nigeria to have a brighter future. Only him, only him. But unfortunately, only single-handed man cannot defeat thousands of criminals that surround him. Let's say it is now. All of us could have given him the maximum support as we are giving Mazi Lionman Kanu. Mazi Lionman Kanu now have replaced him. This is the only man who has the vision of both the Yorubas, both the Hausas, even both the Fulani who are the problem. This is the only man that have the great vision for everybody in that place to survive, to have a future, a bright future, to have what we call, yes, I am proud of my place. This only Mazi Lionman Kanu. Because let me tell you something. To provide solution sometime is not accompanying with the sweet words. No. Sometimes it accompanying with a word that will hurt you. You know, there is nothing hurt. There is nothing hurt our mind in this world than truth. Truth is very hurtful. That's why sometimes when I look at our so-called Christian pastors today, especially in Nigeria, who say they represent Christ, I laugh. They never represent Jesus Christ as in any way at all. Their character and the man they are mentioning his name. In the name of we are servant of, we are following the footsteps of Christ, we are Christians. Their character is not even comparison at all. So how are you measure? It's like infiltrators. It's like autopilot who came, our leader, and all of us knew that this group of people are people who were against him. But they went and strategized themselves and said, okay, the only way we can get attention of the people and deceive people into our camp and they have them destroyed is by saying that this man is our leader. It's the same thing that is happening in Christianity. Let me tell you something. If you read the story of Christ as a, that's why don't you see this Bible, never you leave it for anybody to read for you. This is the mistake all of us are doing. This Bible is not meant for somebody to read and interpret for you. No. Go and ask any other person that is very deep in spirituality. Go and ask them about what I tell you. This book is only a book that somebody who did not go to school in his life will open. Go and practice what I've said. Somebody who have never been in school in his entire life, this is the only book that person will open. He developed that kind of, I want to be reading this, before you know it, that person that don't know how to pronounce A, R, F, H, G, will begin to read out this book with time. This is only the book in this world. Somebody who did not go to school will one day keep on, he may be calling somebody, what is the meaning of, before you know what happened, in the next 6 months, that person will be reading this book perfectly. And this book there's no professional in this book. That is the area I want to open our people who are Christian. No, it's no professional. No, don't anybody tell you, say, I did theology in school. I did this, I went and studied. Now lie. This book has no professional. This book is the only book that defeated man. It will defeat you, this book. The way you read this book, understand it, is not the same way I will read it and understand it. That is where the dangerous of this book is. That is the dangerous part of this book. The way I will read it and interpret it to myself, to my own understanding, is not the way a maker is going to read and interpret. That is why it has no professional. So that's why you must not accept everything that somebody tell you in this book. If he tell you whatever I tell you, just take it as this is his own understanding. Just the moment you begin to have this in mind, you have freedom of yourself. Okay, what he's saying is how he understand it or how she understand it. That is her own version of interpretation. Somebody will come. You say you are fighting to liberate the people who are being maltreated in Nigeria. And the same person came up with the same person, yeah, Mazi Michael, you are welcome, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Oh, the same person now turn around, destroying the land, burning the properties of our people, killing our people, and the same person is telling you, I am fighting for the liberation of our leader. What you ask yourself, is that the ideology of the person he is fighting to free? Because you must follow person according to that person's ideology. I am not violent. Everybody knows me. But I am a man of action. And before I carry any action physically, because that is how I was trained when I went for military training. This is how it's not now that Nigeria have scattered. Let me tell you something. Nigeria military institution were the most disciplined institution you can count among other nations in this world. I'm telling you the fact. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Not now that they are recruiting ex-criminals from some states. Politicians are taking candidates as a recruit. Nigeria military destroy when the politicians begin to share slot of candidate they will bring from each state. That's when Nigeria military spoil. Now politicians now are the one now taking their own touts. Those ones they have used for ringing of election, used for one thing, used to murder their opponent. They now use them and they submit to Nigeria army in the name of recruit. The time we went for our own, nobody. You will apply for yourself. You will write it. Apply for yourself. Then, if they accept you, then you go for it. You are not represented. Nobody take you there. You are not God. Nobody is your godfather. Nigeria military destroy when the Igwes have been given slot. Bring people from your state. Then Igwe will say, "I have 2 boys. I will give." The same thing will happen to police. Police those days is not the same now, because everything has destroyed. Because politicians have put their hand there. That's why in this world where we live, politicians are being monitored 24/7. Go ask anybody. Listen, if you're a politician in the developed world, you are under monitoring by the police of that particular place. Because let me tell you something. Every politician in this world have criminal tendency. You do know what I tell you? Every politician in this world, from America to Asia to Oceania to Africa to anywhere the world ended, has a criminal tendency. But the only thing that is defeating them, the only thing that is punishing them, that is giving them guideline, is their police and their law. You will see a businessman living free life in a developed world. Do whatever he like. A businessman, a well-blessed businessman, living his life fully, nobody disturb him. We go, if you like, carry 3 women to hotel, carry 4 women, nobody disturb. But let one politician, let ordinary, you people call it local government chairman, we call it Sindako. Let ordinary Sindako, which is local government chairman in your place, let that ordinary Sindako leave his wife, that everybody know that Ngozi is the wife of this man. Then you will see somebody following him with camera. That is how police work it. You will see somebody following him with camera, and that camera is button on his clothes. You see somebody following. You may be somewhere drinking with another woman. That person will video it and send to the police. Before you know what happened, journalists, they will not send journalists openly. Journalists will not ask him, "Are you married?" He say yes. Yeah, you never know why they're asking him that question. Of course, he will say yes. You never know what is behind that question. "Are you married?" He say yes. And it will not be that day, or not that day entirely. That when you are thinking, I have gone out with this lady, I have succeeded, I have affair with her, this and that. Maybe after 1 month, journalists will just appear from nowhere. "Are you married?" He say yes. "How is your wife? How is your family?" He said they are fine. "Do you cheat on your wife?" You see what you are seeing in Nigeria. That's why I say Nigeria is a jungle. The next thing you will hear, "Are you cheating your wife? Are you cheating on your wife?" He will say no. The general will ask, "Are you sure that you are not cheating on your wife?" He say yes. "What about you if we discover you are lying?" That man this one not be fun though. He did not eat money from as a person where now this is what you people call private life. Let me tell you something. There is nothing called private life when you are serving the public. There is nothing called private life when you are serving the public. You can only have private life when you stay away from public service. It doesn't exist. Because you are serving the public, you are a public person. Journalists would ask him, "Are you sure you are not cheating on your wife?" Say yes. What about if you discover that you are lying? You will see him become angry because he have already noticed. You know the country where he come from. You know that something is fishy. What about if we find out you are lying? Can you defend it? And before you know what happened, you will not try to go and resolve that issue. But if you feel that he's stubborn, he want to use gara to end the matter, that's common that he did not kill anybody. He did not embezzle state money or zona money. We call it zona here. He did not, but just common that he cheated on his own. Before you know what happened, he will cost his office. They will tell you, if you are not sincere with your wife, this means you have not been sincere to the public you are serving. Before you know what happened, they impeach him, they remove him. I know how many politicians that common that he move out, he travel. That's why most of them, before they would do it, they would travel far where nobody knows them. And even if at that, where he is going to buy his ticket to travel far in the name of his traveling for something important, one particular journalist will buy the same ticket, enter the same flight with him, because they know how to check it. They will know, this man, they will go to the central system to know when all of them are traveling. One person, police will buy a ticket for one person, one journalist. We follow. That's why police is independent here. They will buy tickets. That person will follow that person. You will check out. The person will check out. Except along the line, the person misroad with him. And if the man is smart enough, he make his movement. Whatever. The person miss where he's going to lodge. That's all. And the journalist will call those that buy the ticket and say, I have missed him, I didn't get it. They will say, okay, stay there to try and see if he can meet him and monitor him. If he doesn't, they will come back empty. They are not doing all these things because they are doing it for that person. They are doing it for the safety of their land. They are doing it so that their land will be okay for everybody. They don't have any other place to go. But the reason why your politicians is doing what they are doing is that their children are not in Nigeria. Their wives sometimes are not even stable in Nigeria. Their brothers and their sisters are not there. They have relocated all of them. So they do whatever they like to destroy you. And you are there. And when somebody is telling you the truth, you are arguing nonsense argument that they don't know anything about. You are engaged in nonsense argument, arguing with somebody that is no more than you. Foolishness in the highest order. It took me how many months calling some that I saw on media, those that I have their number. I called them. What are you doing with this criminal? This guy is the guy that I promoted him in IPOB media, in Biafra media, because he have never been an IPOB member. In Biafra struggle, because he talk about Biafra. I urged other media warriors then. I said, please, I did it secretly. I said, please, this guy is making a lot of sense. He's doing marvelously. Please, listen and share his program. But I never knew he was on mission. How will I know? Am I a spirit? I'm a human being. The evidence, that's why I don't, if you watch me, I don't delete any video. If you still go there, then you will see his video those days. You will see it there. Go to my page. 2019 ending towards 2020. You will see it there. You will see Simon Epa everywhere on my page. But I'm somebody, when somebody change, if I am dealing with you today, you change. It doesn't take me 2 minutes, I will know. Immediately that thing happened to Mazi Lionman Lioni. I became shocked, I became surprised. His attitude change, his behavior change, his utterances change. I look at it, I call somebody to order, I say, let us monitor this guy. This guy is up to something. This our brother Nnamdi, who we are talking. I don't know. I've tried to ask people what happened to him. I'm not saying, I don't know. I hope he's safe. That was only man who came out and said, no, earlier. That time all of us are still in doubt. Especially me. Let me say all of us. Let me not include other people. Especially me. I was still in doubt. Because this is the guy, I love his courage there. I knew what Nnamdi told me. He said, Lion man, this guy who one of the people who planned this thing. I became offended with him. I said, what are you talking about? Simon, he said, here I am now. The truth will come out very soon. He said, Lion man, I know you are a very spiritual person. You're supposed to know. You have supposed to see this thing. I say, guy, this is what you are telling me. You know, when you like somebody, you hardly make somebody confusing you about that against that person. I say, guy, I don't like what you are saying. He said, now, like more 2 weeks. Lord gonna manifest more and more. He said, that was what he was telling me. One day, if transisonia, Lord transisonia change go. Marcia, yes, in that area, I noticed it, but I'm still monitoring something. Yasim lonya on a table, eba parankata. Kese kidnap Mazi Lionman. Lonya no, dia no present there. Some of our members, Nnamdi. Okay, thank you, Olive Man. God bless you. God bless you. I will try and see how I can get his number, because I'm very worried about that guy, that man. So I begin to call some members who were shouting. Even my own, I told you, my own brother who were a pastor. I sent him a message. I said, Mazi Simon, try and get back to me. Because only carry the career. That's how I sent him the message. Because I know I'm more greater than him. I know he's nobody. All those things you are seeing on media when they use it, I won't say they use it to deceive Mazi Lionman Lioni. When you go to his Google biography, you will see $4.something million worth. Even before that time, I was promoted. I told somebody, go and ask people. I told somebody, I said, let me tell you something. Rich men, I said, which company does he have? He can never have that amount in abroad without having any company, even if it's a small scale industry must have. Go and ask anybody. He can never worth such amount. Let me tell you why people does not count your money you have in account. They count your investment. That is what, whenever you say, they say this person worth $2 million, which means is the money that he invested. Go and ask anybody. They are not like fools in Nigeria who put money in account. Somebody will say, this person have 20 billion. No. It's about the investment that will give you that word. That 20 in 20 in 20 yeah, 2007, 2008, there was one young billionaire in France. His account, what he worth in his account is 50,000 euro. Are you hearing me now? His account, his normal account, cash in his account is 50,000 euro. His credit facility carton, this credit card, is 25,000 euro, making 75,000. As a human being, what you drive, what you ride on is old model Volvo car, Volvo company, old model one. Anywhere he is going, he goes with a hired vehicle. But do you know the worth of this young man? The worth of this young man was 33 billion euro. Investment. He has a billionaires as managers who have grown in his company to become millionaires under his company. After many years of his secret life, living like ordinary people, nobody know. He lives in an apartment. And he has, I think, 4 towers in France, rented. But he lives in an apartment. There was something that happened. He decided to reveal himself. I told somebody, I said, it's only in abroad you will be a billionaire or a millionaire, you will not reveal it. It is the activity that will make people to know that this person is up to something, this person wants something. I said, this young man does not have even 100. As I told somebody, I said, this guy doesn't have even 50 euro in his pocket. I said, well, it may be all these our brothers who are into 419. Maybe he put it there so that to deceive his clients, so that he will defraud them. I know the person who quarreled with me because of that. I said, what I'm telling you, I've finished telling you. I'm not like you. I'm a psychologist. I said, look at the dressing of this guy. Even when he was in Germany, when they beat him, I said, look at him. Does that person tell you, does this person worth even 100 euro? This person is living by Nyatum Kamrie. So it was when he began to manifest all this, his character, that all this evil, what they projected him for. That no, this is all this deception is all about. I said, this is all this deception is all about. The person now get back to me and said, Lion man, I respect you. You said it. Okay, you were somebody worth 4-something million euro. And a woman bought you laptop. Bought you subscribe for you for 2 years. Do you see how they plan this thing? Thank God she confessed it. She was the one who bought all those things that he's using, and he subscribed for him for 2 years and pay. This was the 2 years they have given them guarantee that they will destroy Ipob. Do you see now that it's correspond? That was the 2 years programmed that if we catch this man, we will use him to destroy Ipob so that we will be able to kill this man, so that Biafra will end. And that was what he was working hard for. He knew everything that took place about Mazi Lionman. He knew every damn thing. That single dream that God led me to have about that guy, that was what closed the chapter. That dream, that I have said it here, I have said it on my platform several. I'll keep on reminding people what happened. That I was in the dream. Mazi Lionman was killed out 2021. 2022, earlier 2022, I had that dream. After I'm troubled, I said, what is going on? I find myself in a dream walking inside the hall, very big hall. Exactly, that hall was like that hall they did that Igbo ending of the year party in Finland that he deceived some idiot, say that it was referendum. That was their Igbo party, ending of the year party. Did somebody tell you that? They gather themselves there. This is you see, IPOB must come up with a plan, because we can't continue like this. We can't continue. Now it is obvious, it's open, that Nnamdi is against everything about our land. And we must end them. We must scrap that. You see, we must scrap that call of Nnamdi must be a forbidden name that anybody will be mentioned in our territory. They have never represented anything good about us. Rather, the activities of Nnamdi have been deepening the division of our people. I've said this thing before. I've suggested this thing before. But thank God, Martinas and Woru have said it, and now they have seen what I have said that time. That word that I saw in that dream was exactly. I was telling somebody, I said, that dream I had, that I told you about this idiot in Finland. I say, do you see that dream have come to physical manifestation? I say, it was exactly the hall. That was exactly the hall I found myself inside. To tell you, when God show you something, he must come, he will see it happen. It was exactly. When somebody sent me that video, I was saying, wow, this was the hall I found myself on that dream. This was exactly the hall, the location, the everything. I said, this only was it. Because I find myself there. I saw this animal sitting, I have said it, sitting on the table, on the very decorated table. But what happened? There is chairs. There is chairs here. There is chair. There are chairs, you know. But only his own chair were having only 2 legs. Chair are supposed to have four balanced legs. And even the other 2 legs was shattered, somehow broken. He sit there and use his leg to support the chair. He was struggling. Immediately I came into that ward, I saw him exactly that place. In that place he was. I saw him sitting there. I came in. I rest my back. I didn't sit. People were full there, but people that were sitting there, I don't even know. Mande or unde bani, I don't know how dreaming used to be, but I know that people full there. I came in, instead of me to go and take seat, I went and used my back to balance on the wall, face them, and I face them like this. I put my back on the wall and be watching him. As he was talking, he was sweating, struggling, and the other people looking at him does not know what is going on. Immediately, somebody came in. somebody came in. I don't know if in the form of man or woman. I know that somebody came in and they told me, look, he said, look forward, look more forward. I look more forward. I said, what is it? He said, look him very well. I look him. Immediately I look him, he raises his face and look me. Immediately someone look me in that dream, he put his face on the ground. The person said, do you see that? I say he's addressing people now. He said, look him again. I lifted my face again to look at him. He put his face on the ground. The person said, are you not seeing anything? I said, no. I said, I only see him putting his face on the ground. He said, look under that table. I now look under that table where he was sitting. The chair, he was struggling. I became annoyed. I said, why must they give this guy a broken chair? While other fine chairs are there, why can't they give this guy a good chair to sit down? Immediately I asked that person who was telling me to look and look and look. Immediately I asked him that. Turning back again, I didn't see the person again. The next person I see was Mazi Lionman. You know, in that dream, it was like a kind of thing of joy, seeing him, because I knew he was in trouble. But in that dream, I see him coming as a free man. Out of that anxiety, you know, I just lifted myself to hug him. He put his hand like this. To rush and hug him, he said, Lion man, stop. I stopped. He looked at my face. I look at him, I say, Onyendu. That was the word I said. I said, Onyendu ke helemen. I say, Onyendu ke se helemen. He looked at me. He said, do I see that? He said, if I see what is going on there, I say, yes. I said, I'm here. I say, it's Simon now. He looked at me with a very angry face, which I have never seen this man in that condition. He looked very angry. I say, it's Simon now. He said, He said, tell him to stand up from that seat. He said, tell him to leave that place where he is. That place does not belong to him. Then immediately he said that. I look at him. He come closer to me and he hugged me. He tapped me on the back. He just tapped me like this. Immediately he tapped me. He moved out. He took that door. He took the same door and exit himself, and he moved away. To tell you how I love this guy, after that dream, I sent him message again. That time I still have his number. I sent him message. I said, Simon, try and get back to me. That was when he replied. The next thing I saw in my message was, how can I help you? Hi. That answer was like, I said, chai. There's no insult a human being will not collect from these people. That was what I used. I said, so, Orugo, this boy, whom my message is same, how can I help me? How can he help me? I said, well, no problem. I said, the only thing I concluded, I said, this guy today is the beginning of his destruction. Because I've tried my best to save him. Well, what I wanted to tell him, I wanted to narrate everything to him and tell him, and interpret that dream for him. I want to tell him that Mazi Lionman is not happy with you. Be very careful. And anybody that this man curse is cursed forever. That's what I wanted to tell him. I want to tell him, be careful. I don't know who is engineering you. I don't know who is. But I never knew he was among the people who planned the kidnapping of Mazi Lionman. I never knew he was among. I was thinking that he was innocent on my own mind. But after that encounter or that dream, I said, well, onye wuraka egbu onwe ya dey say sorry. When somebody kill himself in our place, when you commit suicide, nobody will cry for your death. Go and ask anybody in our land. I said, well, this one want to commit suicide, no problem. Let him go and die. The only thing I will do, I will try to rescue our people who want to share the cost with him. And those ones in the ignorant too. Because those ones who were enemy of this struggle originally followed him. We know those ones. But I said I will try my best to save those ones who are ignorant. Those ones who he convinced by disguising himself as lover of Mazi Lionman Lioni. Like he convinced me. I was among people he convinced. Because when he was speaking Biafra, I was thinking that he really meant what he was saying. I never knew it was a mission. So I will admit that yes, he convinced me. Let me not convince, he confused me. That's different of somebody confusing you and somebody convincing you. He confused me. Mazi Anthony. Yes, you asked me how can he help me. I look at that guy. I look at that message. I say, that was what I said. I said, well, internet is a place where one idiot will insult person that is more than him. I said, look at this idiot asking me how can he help me. Well, it's part of those things. When you want to save black people, you'll be ready to take insult. That was what I can tell you that day, that time. So what I was saying, I said I will try and save other people. That is why this guy called Papa Ejima in South America here. You see, I don't know, our people are very terrible. If it's Mazi Lionman, they say our people are terrible. If not for this Biafra issue, I wouldn't have believed that our people are so terrible like this. It's good sometimes to engage in public service. In other way, to know your people. You see, that is why I remember, I will not call his name. I remember what one young politician in Abia State told me. He contested for election, he fell. He contested, he fell. It was this P2B that he managed to win because he jumped into Labour Party and he got that his dream of becoming politician was realized. He became State of House of Assembly member today in Abia State. One certain time I visited home. He came to our place. I used to go to their place too. When we were talking about how many Igbo land did that like this, oh, when I heard that young man, I will not call his name. Osemo Lion, Landi Igbo abawundale Mary Homa. I think I've said this before here. That thing angered me. He had a way mezbi, a who could way mezbi way. Masaka him in Landi Igbo abawundale Mary Homa. Masia, because age mentality didn't no abroad now. How politicians represent their own people. Masia, so or we him and the politicians see Hapa Igbo undeveloped. Ego habunke. Mande banya bondale merihama habundale merihama bondale merihama. They should have used the money that is allocated for the project of our land to do the work for our land. We are not, this work they are doing is not from their own pocket, is from the resources from our land. So it's only individual who will say this thing, say okay, not a politician. Yasim Lion Namaga water. Yes, Lion, Namaga, water, Masia, you will abiam. Check you will make good by my say I want Lala go map him with my vehicle. Yes, now when you have to come to we will. Master, what I go, I don't know. Unu di ham na trouble in the position where you go hen and ham again. Develop boy land. I tell me, Mamma, and one of Wendale Merihama, Wendale Merihama, it doesn't concern me. Yes, Nama, what I one day. Lobum Bem Potra engage in the morning on a public something, Namga Matanden Diao. Landia like Hegebe, Landia like his son, Diahogebu Hebu, but in Diahoge do handle. La Hana gang the up, make us all a hand Ronya. Mazin Nandi, Uko, what I'm come by Betita Mazin, Yaman Mazin and Garcia, Chai. Oh, we have many the politicians really non ali but they against Igbo land. Don't go in how. Don't go in how many had they against Igbo land. Hala chose apaha. Igbo land lay destroy. Look at ordinary man. Look at the risk Mazi Lionman cannot take. Look at the risk he took just to change our land. What did these people did? Different group not spring up from nowhere just to stop that is glorious dream about us. This is the reason why when others are go out there and bring investors from abroad to come and invest in their state to create employment for the indigenous of the state, or Joseph Kanu went and import Fulani that will be butchering our people to be giving them human parts they need for their ritual. Those people you see, those corpses you discover in Olopanta, this is the same thing happening in Jankara market in Lagos State. Do you know that all those human being head they are selling in Jankara market, the day that was 2011, that I discovered that every human being, those people dealing or doing ritual, both our pastors who go and buy head and bury in their altar for population of church, both business people who bury in their shop, both Yorubas who do their own, both this and that. It was 2011 I knew that most of these victims are Igbos. Both the ones the Yorubas are selling, both the ones the Igbos are selling as a dealers of this human parts, all of them, majority of them are Igbos. Igbo women, Igbo girls, Igbo boys. 2011. Ndi Igbo agulao. And sometimes I used to ask, I say, is that why some mothers, if you go to our villages, our rural area, you will see old man suffering alone? Or they go na motage nwa. If you have the mindset, if you go home, you begin to go inside the rural area, you will see where our old mothers and our old fathers are living. Even animals' life are more standard than their life. Animals' life are more standard than the life of these our people that I'm talking about. You will see the mud house where they are living, the mud house have fallen. Now they now use this palm tree leaf to cover it, and rain will fall. Somebody who is sleeping, rain will beat them. If you see the cloth in their body, you will shed tears. nke jụrụ ya sị nna anyị ka ịkwanụ maka nwa ha ọ sịrị ya na-aga Lagos ka ya ga town ka ya ga mara ma ọ ga-agba mbọ since 10 years ahụbeghị ya onwe ndị ga-agba ha sị since 15 years na ha ahụbeghị ha. Then 2007 I realized I said maybe most of them bụkwa ndị a na-ere isi ha na Jankara market. Most of them bụ ndị a na-ere ọkpa ha ree ire ha na Jankara market. Ọkwa ndị a ọkwa ha bụkwa ụmụ Igbo ndị gbagoro nka ha ga-achọ akara aka ofu onye agụgbagide ha bee ha ebe were ree ha were gote ya Alaba. Most of them bụkwa ndị Alaba kpọrọla village ree ha straight ree ha onye ahụ mere ha invite from village ree ha directly to those people. Nke aga kọsọ nwe onye ga-defend ha ha enweghị mmadụ na family ha. They don't have anybody to speak for them. Here, what you saw in Olopanta. Now, do you know that Ohaneze Ndigbo is against Oti for revealing what you saw in Olopanta? So when somebody saw disaster in his land and look at the evil that took place here where these Fulani people are staying, look at what we discovered. The same Ohaneze Ndigbo now are working tirelessly to work against him. So Odowe Anyala, these people, they intentionally brought this Fulani when others are bringing investors in their states to invest. They brought the Fulani to be killing for them and be distributing the past to them. That is why when we talk about disintegration of Nigeria, our politicians are angry. Our pastors, majority of our pastors, no, majority, I'm not saying minority, majority of our pastors are angry because they knew if Nigeria disintegrates, each people will now develop a skillful leader. A leader that has the people in mind, that will protect the people with love and care. Now, if somebody like this abroad, if somebody got missed, the government allow chonya. Oh, when they allow go for 2 years, at the end of the day, I chop a table hano. Oh, when it came in recently, since after 10 years and they discover where this fellow, they discover that car was running. They don't know what happened. The car ended in the sea, inside water. Nobody saw him, no camera there to pick this thing that when the car fell inside there. After 10 years, I thought Patala, when the motor not even mini, because this person lost with car entirely. They did not stop after 10 years. They discovered that this person, the car fly out of the road and ended in the water. So nobody know about him. The car ended inside the water. Because there is government that cherish their people, that love their people, they care for the people. That's why they will be, that's why they don't stop. They will dig and dig and dig and say, no, this is our son, this is our citizen that lost. We must find him, we must find her. It doesn't matter. That is why Abraham Kahano they distribute to the pass. The businessman they grown the politician they grown the pastors are they grown because all the third set of people are baby shadi. Have they grown? Malajo. Cultism a nke ndị Afrịka ọ dị iche. Cultism ọkwa cultism anyị ahụ ndị ọcha kwada ndị ọcha na-anọ n'ime. Nke ndị ojii ọ dị iche. Cultism is it not when they invoke demon? Those people they say, okay, I give myself to this demon. Do what I want. This is what I want. I'm yours forever. You submit yourself, submit your family unto them. Oh, that's family. There are many here. They agree. When the time comes, they will go and do their sacrifice, do everything. Continue their life. Why is it black people won't end in killing human beings? And our people are not sensible enough. They are not even sensible at all. This time, somebody was asking, how did the white people conquer our forefathers? And I replied to him, I said, are you asking this question? He said, how did the autopilot conquer you and they joined them? Because he went there before he joined autopilot. It was among the people who realized the evil game they are playing against the Biafra struggle. He came out. So the day he asked me this thing, I said, how did them conquer you that you join autopilot and only to realize that they are against Biafra, then you run away? And since that time you are being begging to come back into IPOB. I said, how did they manage that and do it? I said, the way they manage to pull you from umbrella and you join them thinking that is how they conquer our forefather too. They lie to them. I said, no, don't take it as an insult. I said, that time you join autopilot, that is the same mentality our forefathers had that made them conquer them. I said the same. Because you cannot conquer somebody with truth. It is not possible. Conquerors always use lies, deception to conquer you. It's like what happened to me and my girlfriend here. And he later showed me the guy number. Show me the person. She started telling me one day she's afraid of me, this and that, this, that. That I should stop what I am doing. I say, where is this word? He says she's afraid, she's not comfortable again. I say, what exactly what is going on? Someone, our person, our own Igbo brother, these criminals that joined autopilot, saw her on social media and added her. Begin to push all kind of, they can't confront you. Begin to push all manner of lie against me. And when the matter, immediately I hear either I stop what I'm doing so that she will be comfortable, this and that. I tell her, I rather choose Biafra than I choose you. You can go. Nothing else. Agrachari must come back. At the end of the day, after a period of months of going separate, she come back begging. He said she don't want to run into trouble because they say this and that. I'm a murderer. I'm a this and this. We are the cousin. I said me. He said, you know, these people here, they are different from our people. They don't have secret. Before I know what happened, I said, no, he must tell me where that matter is coming from. The father called me. I said, no, there's something their daughter told me. I want to know that place where the matter, because I can't be comfortable if I don't know where that nonsense came from. He opened the phone, he showed me. And I found out it's one of our people who joined the pilot who is brash. Why I'm saying it on media now, I will get him. I'm happy. I will teach him lessons in this country. I will tell you, I'm working. Ela azọ ndị Igbo anyị ndụ ha la achọ Igbo ọnwụ nọ. Masha onye a yasị mee. I said, okay. I don't have his time now. When I get ready. Emana IPO bebo ogbu onye mbosu ndụ la toe. I won't touch him now. I will allow him when that time you feel that he have relaxed. Ekegodem o ha na akpọ ike mmadụ akpọlisi aga me egbu ya egbu nkegede nyo akpọlisi ya nogodo da ya no boy osando ya la brain boy oso oje kere ya ọkpọ a onye oji ha maka ya ọkpọ a ka oji aka ọ he mmemme. Common sense ndị ban o me da ajuma say no wonder ndị Igbo jigila aga develop obodo ndị ọzọ. Ndị Igbo anya amaghị ihe onye na odege mmanya ga-apụ ụdọ na m kwuru ya. Ndị Igbo anya amachasịghị ihe kọfụma. Anyị na-ekele m na anyị mụ ihe anya amaghị ihe. No wonder ndị Igbo anyị ji hapụ Igbo la de develop obodo ndị ọzọ. Awa amaghị ihe ahụ including mụnwa. Anya machasịghị ihe ike. Iberibe anyị dị too much. This is IPOB who have been protecting the interests of our people, who are agitating, telling the governor, we are fighting for Biafra freedom. Yes. During the Biafra freedom, are we not going to destroy what we have during the struggle? No. Rather, we allow those who are building to be building. It doesn't stop. Even it will help us. It will give us more opportunity to fight for freedom. Because no one year you for a log. Only you for a log. Have you seen where a hungry person will go and fight? Apia will fall forget that. I go able to. Hungry will not fall you. Your enemy will think that it was his strength that pushed you down. No. That's why you must be go before you engage in boxing or even this kickboxing or everything. You must go and see where they are eating. You must feed fine. Take the necessary medicine. Take the necessary therapy that will make your strength stand firm. Go and watch US soldiers. If you see where they are eating, if you see the kind of food they consume, you will know that this is why they are the best in the world. Go and look Israel soldiers where they are feeding. You will know that this is why they are best in the world. Go and look Nigeria soldiers where they are feeding. Gare. That's why they don't know anything. That's why they don't have experience of fight. They don't have experience of war. Only what they know, only where the power of Nigeria soldier is only on unarmed civilians. If Nigeria, look at common Boko Haram that doesn't go to school. Boko Haram, they don't know, they can't write their name. Boko Haram, somebody who cannot put his name down, that doesn't know what is called territory map, doesn't know what is called distance of bullet, or how the sound of gun or the names of gun. Boko Haram, the only thing they know, they bring one gun, they teach them how to shoot, they shoot. But they are defeating Nigerian soldiers because of they are not feeding. When you feed well, your brain will be correct. Why is it that the report of mental, the report of 2020 or 2020? Why is it people? Thank God that this Nigeria state that reveal it. Psychiatrists, this value center that reveal it. 68% of Nigerians are suffering from mental delay. 68 because of what? Hunger. Have you seen a hungry person that have a good thinking? You know, they go and make the research. If you born a baby, if you lack malnutrition, it will affect the brain of the baby, both in growth, both in learning. But look at the babies, they feed well. Look at how sharp they are talking. Look at how sharp their brain is, because the baby was fed well. The report 2019 or 2020? 68 Nigerians, 68% of Nigerians are suffering from mental problem. That is why a soldier well trained, agwa brain, even his brain is not working anymore. Hunger have destroyed the brain of that soldier. You now carry AK-47 and give to somebody that has problem, that hunger have damaged his brain. What do you think he will do with the AK-47? He will not meet with Boko Haram. Boko Haram do that because Boko Haram, they are feeding well. Those who are sponsoring them, France government that is sponsoring them, US, all these treasure dealers that is sponsoring them, other people, the other politicians that are sponsoring them, they have money more than soldiers. They feed well. Without their education, without they don't know anything, they don't know how to write it, but they have their brain intact. They will use their brain intact and fire Nigerian soldiers and defeat. That's why they are killing Nigerian soldiers like fowl. Somebody that maybe the time he's supposed to. Maybe if he could have eaten well, feed himself well, the brain will be functioning, he will be calculating, this sound of gun I'm hearing now is also gun name. The bullet can fly from this distance to this distance. He will study the kind of sound of gun that he had, then know how to shift from there to go for a safer place where that distance, even though the distance of the bullet will not reach there. Because of agro laguya, or the ezigbo echiche. Which brain will we? It is only food that nourish your brain to work fine. Go and ask anybody. Food will nourish your brain. A hungry man does not think properly. That's why before you know what happened, Boko Haram will hit them. They will die. But the brain is not functioning. If you send him to a village where unarmed civilian is, he will go there and slaughter the whole villagers. His brain will not tell him, no, is that what they're sending us to do? No, I don't think it's right to do this thing. To kill ordinary people that doesn't do anything, that doesn't have gun. It is a serious crime for a police officer or a soldier to fire a bullet for somebody who does not, that is not armed. Go and ask anybody in a developed country. Any police officer, do you know how many police officers that is in jail here? Some of them life imprisonment. Maybe mistakenly, maybe he is confused, shot an armed person. It can only be safe. You go to court, judge will free you in this developed country where you maybe you fire somebody who is armed and the evidence was there. Even with that, the investigative team will check in. They will walk into that case and know and ask, what did you apply before firing this person that is armed? What measure do you put in place to see if he can surrender? All these things will be considered. The evidence will be there. They will ask him, oh, okay, did you ask him to surrender? He did not surrender. He said yes. Did you give him more opportunity? Did he say yes? Then what kind of move does he make before that makes you fire? Evidence must be there that okay, he pulled, he wanted to shoot, they have to shoot, because that is the normal thing. When somebody pull, as we are learned, when somebody put hand, you don't have to wait, because the victory of God is whoever that pull hand on trigger first. This is not that I am strong, I'm strategic, I'm skillful. No, I didn't make gun by skillful. Whoever that pull the trigger first have the victory. That is only when the judge will say, okay, we consider your situation. What you did is self-defense. You have to do what you do to save your life. That's when they will free that police officer. Even though that person is armed, maybe evidence show that the person lifted his hand up and that police officer fired him. That police officer will go to jail. He will go to jail. That is why they will teach the hand, lift their hand up, their hand remain up. Even though if it is with a gun, even if it is with 3 or 4 guns with him, as far as his hand is up, you have no right to shoot. Only what you do, you will be moving slowly with your hand very careful on trigger. You will be moving very closely until you get to him and push him down and grab those things that he had with him and arrest him. Somebody came from nowhere. You say you get sense. You say you are a human being. You are an animal. Somebody came from nowhere. In IPOB, common coordinator. Coordinators in IPOB have been appointed and approved by the leadership. Even when Mazi Lionman Lioni was there, it's not Mazi Lionman Lioni who approved coordinators. It is the DOS who approve coordinators and hand over the name to Mazi Lionman Lioni. Mazi Lionman Lioni will now announce it. That's how IPOB have been working. Somebody, okay, you say you are supporting him because of for Mazi Lionman Lioni to be released. Now ask yourself, when have IPOB turned to Pentecostal? Where somebody, because it's only Pentecostal church who crown themselves or title. In Catholic is not done. In Anglican is not done. It's only in Pentecostal somebody will stand up one day and say he is holiness. I am holiness. Some idiot will not follow him, be calling him holiness. Someone will just wake up in the Pentecostal and say, I am bishop. Some idiot who call themselves, I call them human animals. He will stand up and say he's a bishop. Because in Catholic it's not done. Catholic have the process to ordain you whatever they want to ordain you. Anglican has the process to ordain you whatever they want to ordain you. All Pentecostal problem. Ubudade mata tabu hawa. Awanyi wan de Pentecostal. Awanyi agasa shirika. Gari yo bodo gari ye Christianity. So ya kusu egogo. When have IPOB turned to where somebody will wake up in the morning and say he is a spokesperson? Appointed by who? Is a spokesperson of IPOB. No, Biafra spokesperson. Appointed by who? Approved by who? From spokesperson to prime minister. Voted by who? Approved by who? And you call yourself a human being. You say your brain is intact. You are not an animal. And you are following such person. The first thing you ask, who approved the spokesperson? The second person, who approved the ministerial post? Who voted you? Who approved you? So all this character or all these activities does not show you that this person is working against you. Common that character only is enough to tell you that this person is working against you, is not with you. Then you walk away and allow him to be alone. In IPOB, Papa Ejima, who claimed that he is a coordinator in what is this country in this South America here, that joined and scatter IPOB family there. You have never been a coordinator. Maybe I don't know if people have told you this. You have never been a coordinator. He called on Radio Biafra when Mazi and Kanu were broadcasting. He said he's in Ecuador or something. Yeah, he said he's in Ecuador. Is it Ecuador? Yeah, Ecuador. He said he's there. That how can he join IPOB family? And I heard what our leader said on that broadcast. What I said, if you don't have anyone there, start one. If you don't have anyone there, start one. When they tell you to start one, does that make you a coordinator? In my English, it's like somebody now will say, okay, Lion Man, you don't have start it. What I was ordered is to start it. And I am starting something does not mean that I will be the leader of that thing. We black people will have problem. I am starting something does not mean that I must be the leader of that thing. That is why in every history of something they will say that this is the founder of this thing. This is the chairman of this thing. Don't you see it? They say this is the founder of this product, but this is the chairman of the company. This person discovered this thing. This person is the chairman of this thing. It's different. What Mazi Lionman told Papa Ejima was, start, if you don't have it, start one. And I think some leadership reach out to him as their own job, because it's not Mazi Lionman job. I think some leadership reached out to him and asked him, I think through this our South America Continental rep, they reached out to him after the program. They forwarded the number that called Mazi Lionman Lioni. I think he reached out to him and said, okay, form a family there. Form a family there. They don't say you are a coordinator there. They say form a family there. Organize a family. Organize a family there. And he organized the family. Okay, God bless you. You are that favor. He said Natina Sanwo reach out to him. Form a family there. They never tell you you're a coordinator. Form a family. You may form something, you may not have the capacity to lead that thing. Then they will now look for, among those people you form. Okay, now, let me tell you what happened to this Brazil. Ebende Menucheno, IPOB. That is where people that have sense is in IPOB. I will tell you how this, our South American rep became, how he reached to that position where he reached. Mazi Nachi. We were here in IPOB. May the soul of our hardcore IPOB rest in peace. Mazi Oliver. We were here. He have never been a member of IPOB. This is our continental rep. Go and ask. Call him and ask him. He have never been a member. I was assistant PRO that time. Not even PRO. Assistant PRO. That's what I was then. We went for rally in this country. Every rally we go, this man will appear. This is our coordinator rep. He was never IPOB member. He will appear. When he appear, the way he will jump in the midst of us, organizing something, you know, be at the front, he will be at the front line. Singing Biafra song, pushing people, gingering people. He was not a member, underline that language, he was never a member. But the way he was doing, I went back. I watched him. I said, this one is a Biafra himself. After the rally, with the principal servant, we now sit down. Somebody raised the matter, say, that man after the second rally, that he uttered the same thing again. Somebody say, that is one of our Mazi who always be in front. Anytime we call rally, this man must come out. Even in the church, we want to go to Catholic church, this man will come. Let us meet him and ask him to come and join the family now. What is he waiting for? That time, what we have is people that say, organize the family. Do you understand me now? Organize the family. We now decided that we need a coordinator. Ndi shira adroma ndị buwara bread ndị ezelago ịma na onwe ndị Igbo anya wo ezelago ha and ihe ndị onye ọbụla ezelago gbara onye ahụ ọsọ is an idiot. He's a foolish person. Because you don't impose yourself as a leader onto people. It's people that will choose you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never imposed himself as a leader. It is the Biafrans that choose him as a leader. We begin to call him Onyendu. He never one day mentioned that I am the leader. It was us who made him the leader. who approved the leader. The Biafran joined hands together and say, you are the leader indeed. Then he began to answer the leader. I will open your eyes today so that you will not continue to be doing this foolish mistake all of you are doing. That's why I'm here today. Then we all decided we need a coordinator. Immediately, our people, one thing with our people is those who started it must say them go be at the head. Oh, let me be in the Africa. My brain goes okay, manage that in goes okay. They want to be at the top because now them start them. We now say we need coordinator. The first name, they say Lionman. I told them, I say, because I'm listening. Abohembo, a very spiritual man. I know when to say go and when to stop. If you know this in life, you go far. Mazi Hamba. This is not what I'm here for. Oh, what the guy hank young? Master, this is not what I'm here for. One day, I've been busy. I don't want to disappoint. I have language in use. I don't want to disappoint anybody. Because I'm going to position now. I'm going to disappoint you because they will make it busy. Him to see my family man. Master, what about this our brother who always ginger people? I said, this man, the leadership is in his body. Do you see the language I use? The leadership is in his body. Upon there is people there who are representing as coordinator. Most of people know that Ipob Brazil, their head are very, and that's why I love Ipob Brazil. Their head are very functioning. Nobody we didn't argue to each other about this particular opinion. The only thing we do is this person is not member like that. He just started coming. Okay, let us do it this way. What if you appoint him and send to the leadership? If they approve it, they will use somebody who have been here already, who have been here with us, and make him the deputy, his deputy, so that to guide him, to tell him some certain things, how we have been doing it, this and that. I say it will be good. That is how the person who is acting as coordinator now become his deputy. This is how to do something. You must not say, I am the one started this, you will be on top. I didn't make things like that. This is not done that way. For people who want future of their people to be bright or to develop, this is how to do it. That's how Mazi Lionman become coordinator. We send the name, file the name, everything to them. The leadership approve it. The leadership approve it. We did not approve it. The leadership approve it. Because we don't have the right to approve it. We can only choose person and say, okay, this person, we have confidence in this person. It is leadership that will say, okay, they will now begin to call. Because they call. I say, how sure? Why can't you people, we have been seeing you people on rally, why can't you use these people that you are together doing this thing together? Why can't you forward the name of it? We said, no. We saw the skill of leadership on this man. And the military that thing was saying, Mazi Lionman cannot confirm it and say, this guy is a leader. Mazi Lionman is a prophet. Mazi Lionman cannot confirm it. He said, this guy is a leader indeed. Use it, put him in the position. when the South American begin to grow, they needed Obidiobelu was the one representing as a rep, both America and this side. Until Obidiobelu scandal, when he started causing, looking for coordinators who are loyal to him. You know, Obidiobelu, okay, man. If Biafra, those who come inside Biafra with Kanu will be disgraced and they will go out. Something that will pursue them will always pursue them. Something, something that will pursue them. Let them empower this thing. I just notice it now. Excuse me. Something that will pursue them will always pursue them. Obidiobelu wanted to cause confusion because when you see the formidability of Ipob Brazil, Obidiobelu begin to search for coordinator that will be loyal to him, not to what we are doing now. Otekwana can face the wall at this IPO. Now I begin to look for coordinator that will be loyal to him. And then I begin to look for coordinator that will be loyal to him. This is the first time I'm saying this here. Why am I saying this now today? I want to end all this thing there. I say I'm confused. I don't know how this thing work. I don't know. No, I want to teach you how it work. Little that I know about IPOB. Because IPOB is very deep. But this little one that I know, let me give it to you publicly so that you will guide yourself. Then Nayanya begin to look for begin to search for coordinator that will be loyal to her. Obidiobelu begin to search for coordinator that will be loyal to her, to them. They begin to lie against our coordinator. You know, they always have one useful tools. There's one guy that they grabbed that one. That one was the one in the Wokelabo Egusi. I remember once at a time Obidiobelu called me about this issue. He called me, how is Mazi Lionman? That was our coordinator. How is Mazi? I say he's doing wonderfully fine. At my age, what are we going to discuss? Mazi is doing wonderfully fine. In fact, he is the best person for this position. I never knew that the answer I gave him, he even hurt himself. He said, am I sure he is getting some complaint? I said, who is giving you that complaint? That person was PRO. Me, I was his assistant at that time. The person who they want to use to get who is loyal to them. He mentioned his name. I said, that is our PRO. And I am his assistant. I laugh. This thing continue. They want to cause problem. We know how to discipline people now. I now move to him. I say, come, call this person to order. Call our PRO to order. I myself called him to order. I called him. I said, Mazi, come. I want to see you. I said, you are PRO. I'm assisting you, right? He said, good. Okay, what are you doing? Can you let me? Before I gave me I'm a stop castigating this man name. This man is doing properly fine. He's doing wonderfully well. Is there anything lost? Is our money lost? No. Is there anything? I said, at least that money issue. I said, he doesn't even have access to money. He doesn't even have access to money. The person that have access to money is the financial secretary, and the financial secretary is doing well as well. You have accused him one day. We asked him to bring all the record of our money, and he brought the record only to do account. After doing account, $200 and 600 reais were over. Have you seen that before? Where somebody did the account finish, recorded, well recorded one. Now, $200 and 600 reais were over. He brought the money. We counted it. The money were $200 were over. Plus 600 reais that it was over. We now say, where is this money? Where did this money is over? We now begin to think. We will begin to remember. We remember. Do you remember that was one day somebody came here saying, "Nah, I support you." No, we only $200. Unu chetara la meeting I no meeting one day somebody walk in there and say, "Nah, I can't just support you." Everybody say, "Yeah," but the person say, now somebody, one of our member came and say, told our financial secretary, "I come here 400 reais." One them say like somebody home say like behind them, but that money nyem, we dey bog la phone, we dey nyem. Obo yamade among yes, but it's no me de la hand, or say de la fin. Okwali ho nya, li hu biaru ahun na akoso kata. That is how we discover how the 600 reais is on top. That's how we discover how $200 is on top. So what else the sincerity do you want these people to be? That you want to cause confusion. And then they can pump. Before you know, we decided to suspend him. And I paid suspension 6 months. And actually, like I told you, in IPO, we need to pity ourselves. He actually made I can be your best friend, your close man. But when it comes to Biafra issue, a change rangi up. Mbawena yozubo. Mwotaiga. Ile manya a change him. This is now what na la man I need to call privately life. But in our life, that millions of people that are anchored there. And my equity where your own problem with the destroyer. I can pure go the first. Mary, may come the same thing. Or they allow. Because our people first. I go there 6 months. Or they finish the 6 months. The same private call from Nnenyanya, from Obidio Belu, continue. And you discover why I go another 3 months. Yeah, we were Jewara. Yeah, we were Jewara. That is what they call loving your people first before yourself. Yeah, we were Jewara. Oh, we have oh, this kind of discipline, this kind of people we drive in IPOB. Oh, Hama, Bundia join the Naka. Hama, most of I can say, oh, when they're not there ignorantly, when they're not there, money hale me, lot of pilot. On there, when they form no camera, this guy collapse IPOB. That is why Nnenya is secretly supporting that autopilot, because all their aim was pull this journey out, pull this struggle out from IPOB, because Nnenya, in what Nnenya wanted to build in IPOB, he wanted to build Kaba for herself. If you are not loyal to her, you find yourself being kicked out. But unfortunately, when men now understand the kind of Kaba she wanted to build, and that Kaba will destroy the journey. People like us. Let me speak for myself. I rejected her in toto. I said, no, we are not here to build Kaba. When we have do the struggle, Biafra restore, then you can join them. If you feel you want to be a politician, then you can join a political party. Then you can form Kaba there. In political party, there is Kaba, always Kaba. Even people like us, I may become Kaba in one political party. I am about to get in the Kaba. It's allowed in every country that is Kabas. But for now, Kabarism will not allow in IPOB. Everybody is servant. Izuzu and you reboot barely kebateraka and kick you out. When Biafra come, start your Kaba, no problem. Somebody, the people we are protecting their life. Somebody now turn around to burn their keke na pepe, hajaba transport. So a main force sit at home. Somebody burning down the keke of your own brother that is suffering. That Nigeria government are not assisting in anything. Our politicians are not assisting in anything. Somebody now put fire on that keke. That keke, you know that this keke is the keke that he's using to feed himself, likely feed some children or feed his wife if the person that is married. You are clapping for that person. Do you see how evil you people are? Just because of they did not allow you to come and practice criminality in IPOB. Gay gazieba unumana. This is the den of criminality. I will issue keke na pepe one name koko. Ela kronya hakala boy spokesman. One she chara is oge rela here with the family and Korea with the family and a rice pafu. Not that okafu rice here like government the banyaka. Government are not there for them. It's not like this country where you don't have work, you go and register every month, they give you money to eat. They give you up to 140,000 naira monthly to be eating, to be sustaining. It's not like that. Nobody give you our own people even 100 naira. Ela kronya haka. You are clapping. Maleli ha. Anyamili na abam. Ela, you are clapping. The people that Mazi Lionman Kanu is suffering because of them. The people that we are here contributing money to make sure that this movement continues so that they will get these people free one day. They will now see what they call government assistant. Somebody now came from nowhere, burning their market, throwing away their rice, burning their keke, burning their okada. Ila kronya haka. Like spokesman, Biafra spokesman, action, water. You are not doing water against the Fulani. I have never seen one day the Fulani who is the problem of our land, who want to invade our land, who wanted to slaughter us like the way they have slaughtered the indigenous people in our land. That is the dream the Fulani had. They wanted to come and slaughter us. While the ESN is busy sleeping inside the bush, monitoring the activity, knowing when these people are planning so that they will engage them. Somebody is busy destroying our city, and you are clapping for that person, calling him prime minister. The cost Mazi Lionman Kanu lay on that guy, all of you will share it too. Don't say, let me not forget, this, our brother, is it from Imo State or from Abia State? Speed Darlington, what do you call it? The one that is he musician or comedian? I don't know. Sometimes the guy used to confuse me. I don't know. Somebody should correct me. Is he a musician or a comedian? I think that guy is a comedian or a musician. I don't know. He live in US. You go home always. Is it Speed Darlington, right? Speed Darlington. There is a message. This message has been disturbing me for over a week, some weeks now. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Is it Speed Darlington? Somebody should correct me on the name, please. I don't. Is this Speed? He's a musician. Somebody says a musician. Others say he's a musician. Yeah. He's a musician. Okay. This message. Let me give him this message, please. I don't know anybody who can tag him. There is a message that this message. This is continuous disturbing me. I don't know how engaged he have been with these people. Yeah, Speed Darlington. Somebody should tell that guy, if there is any way at all, maybe the lowest money from Simon. I don't know why this message came. I'd say I never see this guy as one of the people who love Simon or something like that, or who is against Simon. I don't know anything. I don't know. Tell him, if there is any way $1 from Simon have gotten into his hand, tell him that somebody give him message that he should take that money. Let me tell you what I heard that he should do with the money. He should take that money. Is not worthy to say he want to use it to feed the poor. No human being should eat that money. So say, tell him anything he have collected from them, autopilot, either from Simon or anybody working in that place. Tell him to use the money, any money they have given to him. I don't know if they have given him. That's what the voice I hear. Tell him to use the money and go back to US. There is street dogs in US. Street. He should use all the money, if it can be buying those dog food, gradually until that money finish. If it is $100, if it is $200, if it is $300, if it is $500, tell him to make sure that he use that money to feed street dog. No one kobo should remain from that money. Then, if he cannot do that, tell him to pick that money, exactly the money they give him, if it is $200, if it is $500, if it is $50, to pick the money and find a stainless bowl, put the money inside, and burn that money, and no video it, because it's a crime. Tell him, burn the money to ashes. He should burn that money to ashes and throw the ashes away. If he cannot use that money to feed the dogs, street dogs. Ask him. I don't know. I don't have any evidence that he collected money, but the voice keep on saying since over 3 weeks now. Since over 3, I don't know. I don't know if you have any deal with them, please. I'm just saying, I say, underline my line, I don't know, but this is what I heard. You should use the money and go and buy food and feed the dog. Make sure the money finish on those street dogs. Then if you feel he cannot do it, feeding the dog on the street with the money, he should go inside. The video. Or by going to the US or happy I am. 2 years bonga. No concern me. You buy or secretly and throw the ashes away. Not on camera. That is the message they give me. I don't know. So that is for his own. I don't remember. Thank God I remember it now. That is for his own area. I go back to what I'm saying. So, you are now, one day, no day, this guy have engaged in the Fulani and say, oh, our Liberation Army, or whatever he call his own squad, we were able to dislodge the Fulanis where they kidnap people like ESN have been doing. We are able to do this. No, such record have never happened. No day, the same guy have said, okay, since he said that the politicians are the problem, because what I discovered that guy have been doing is he wanted to speak what you want to hear. The same thing this our Pentecostal churches are doing to destroy our life is what this guy adopted. Pentecostal churches, pastors, they want to speak what you want to hear. They don't want to tell you the truth. So it's only truth that will save you. They will tell you, you will go out there this week, God will multiply you, God will bless you, God will do this. They never tell you that my member, if you don't work, hungry will kill you. If you don't hustle, hungry will kill you. No, they don't tell you like that. That's why the most frustrated people we have today in our society are Pentecostal members. They are the people who engage in human ritual, because when they have waited for that prophecy to manifest, they did not see it. They're now looking for somebody they will cut their head for ritual. They think, okay, let us, since we have waited for God, God did not bless us, let us go and meet Satan. They forget that the blessing of God Almighty is like a rain that falls from heaven. It fall on the righteous, it fall on the wicked. That's what blessing of God is. And how can you fall on you? You must engage in the things, business of this world. Then the blessing of God will reach you. How can somebody, you don't want to work, you don't want to hustle, you don't want to engage in anything, only what you are looking for prophecy to manifest, because those who prophesy to you, we are not guiding you, we are not giving you proper guidance about how you will be blessed. They only speak what you want to hear because they know that you are foolish. So they speak foolishly to you. Instead of them to caution you and tell you, go and walk. If you walk, God will bless the work of your hand. No. They will tell you, lift your phone. How can somebody, you say you are a human being, somebody will not tell you, lift your phone up. I bless your contact in this phone. Money will land in your account. You are saying amen. What kind of nonsense did this phone have to connect with making money? Can you just Nnamdi showed you to fear kunu. To fear, especially in Igbo. That's Igbo do all the excess. What contact got to do with this phone and the account? Are you so after prophesying now, I will not do mistake and transfer my money to your own account? So your prayer and the prophecy will now divert me. When I want to transfer money to somebody, I will not transfer it to your own account. Do you see how foolish you are? This is exactly what Simon was doing to you. Because he first of all studied you. Some pastors went and hide under him. They say, Mazi Lionman is very harsh in his word. Don't use the same harsh word. Just tell them what they want to hear. And as you are telling them, be condemning Mazi Lionman Foundation. I will be condemning it so that people will now. now just be doing it so that people will now just tell them what they want to hear. The same method of Pentecostal church is what this guy was using. I told somebody, I said, watch this guy. The same method of Pentecostal church. I said, there is some pastors who is behind this guy. But I will watch all of them. I told the person, I said, I will watch all of them end in shame. Except this mission to restore Biafra is not from Elohim. What is happening today? I said, except if it's not from Elohim. If it is not from Elohim, then they will succeed. I said, I understand every bit of things they want to do. For those who want to call, please, you are free to call. If you want to have anything to contribute, the number is there. That's why I put the number. Sorry, you can call. If you call, I attend their. If you call, I attend your call. If you have anything to say or any question or anything you feel that you can contribute, you say, because it's very, very important in IPOB. You contribute, we note it down, we pass it to the appropriate channel. So, as I was saying, this is how this guy have been using. How can somebody? Are we fight? Okay, you say you are fighting for freedom of Biafra. Are we Biafra now that you are fighting for the freedom you are fighting against? It's very common sense. Even with the misbehavior of our politicians, we don't have to fight them. Only what we need to do, we have to caution them about their evil. Now, most of them now have been realizing it that you don't have to be a slave to the Fulani in order way to become governor or to become senator. Okay, you go Hananya now. You have to be speaking the language of your own people. That's what they call politics. If you want to be a successful politician, you must to do the will of your own people, not the will of outsiders. This is the advice I gave to Soludo. When Soludo ascended to the office immediately, I said, Soludo, do the will of Anambra people. All these people are pointing, this one is the enemy, this one is the enemy. Forget about this nonsense. These people who are giving you this bad advice, they may be a political enemy, but you will not know. You will think that they are giving you proper advice. Do the will of the people. The same thing happened to Enugu. When Peter Mba went and be locked, who advised this man to go and lock people's shop who locked their shop? Are you the one that opened the shop for them? No. Have you given any of them business money to open business? No. What right do you have to tamper with people's shop? Who gave this advice must be a political enemy. Thank God he realized it and went and opened the shop back. This is how we have been saving them. And nobody will tell them this kind of gospel truth than we, the IPOB, because we want everything to be good in our land. Because we have seen how it is functioning in abroad where we stay. That politics is all about doing the will of your own people, not the will of somebody who say, you know, I have the power to make you this. No, it doesn't exist. That person can only destroy your image. Your people will not hate you. And when your people hate you, your government become ungovernable. When your people hate you, look at what is happening in Imo State. Because his people have hated him. This life is very common. It's common sense. Mazi Lionman Lioni is widely loved today in Biafra land, loved by the child, even a suckling baby today love Mazi Lionman Lioni. It's because of how he is agitating for the goodness of the land. That's why everybody love him. What did Mazi Lionman Kanu say that is bad? Allow international airport in all Biafra state. And that is how we, because I have lived in abroad. In this state now, this state, São Paulo, have international airport. If I want to travel here now, maybe I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Africa, I go to São Paulo state and fly to anywhere I want to go. Those in the Rio de Janeiro, we fly from Rio de Janeiro state to wherever they want to go, international. Those in Bahia state, we fly from Bahia to wherever they are going. Then what stop somebody from Anambra, you want to travel to America, you fly from Anambra direct to America. Somebody from Abia state, you want to travel to America, you fly from your own state to America. This is what they call government. Somebody from River State, you want to travel, you don't need to cross River State coming to Abia State. No. You fly from River State to America where you are going to. If it happen, will heaven fall? Is not what Mazi Lionman Kanu is preaching. It's not what Mazi Lionman Kanu is preaching. Then we have one big seaport that will cover the whole state of Biafra land. We now have train line as it does here, as it is here in abroad. If somebody from Akwa Ibom who stays in US want to import car, import a car to Biafra land, then the train, this train container will now take the car not on the road, through the railway, take the car to his state, take it to warehouse. The train now will now take it, the vehicle, the long trailer that will carry the vehicle to warehouse where he want to display his car, we take it to his stand, his car stand. This is will be creating jobs. We will have millions of people working in the seaport who are Biafrans. We will have millions of people working in the train station, which is Biafrans. What else is this man agitating for? That is crime. That you people are recruiting people to subdue him. What exactly is his crime of this man? That's why all of you cannot convict him. No conviction, no convict. You cannot convict this man because everything he does is in line with demand. Because of evil in you people, criminality in you people, you want to silence him. You want to end him so that you will continue. And you forgot that criminality destroys a nation. Look at how everybody now, everybody want to do ritual. In Port Harcourt that day, I see where they arrested 4 guys. Pick their neighbor's child and take the child to the sea, to the river, and kill the child and slaughter the child for money ritual. Look at how that lovely woman lost the baby he had with her because of desperate children. Who caused this thing? No job, no future. They now conclude that Satan can give them money. They now pick somebody's child to go and kill. Are they going to restore that joy of that woman? No. The trauma will be there on that woman's head forever. And that trauma may lead that woman to earlier grave. The same thing this guy have come to do. The commanders, everybody's brain must not be, if you blame them too, you will not blame them much. Look at how many commanders that Simon Ekpa submitted into Nigeria hand government, and they don't know that this guy is working with them until they realize it. Especially in Ebonyi, where he come from. The man who recruited the highest number of ESN for IPOB, Mazi Lionman Lioni, so much love and respect this man. Mazi Simon Ekpa killed this man simply because he is loyal to Mazi Lionman Lioni. I'm saying it this today for the first time. Because the man was thinking that this guy meant well as he's shouting Mazi Lionman Lioni, only to lure this man in and kill him and collect the money from Nigeria government. His own brother because of money. Kill his own brother from the same state. And you are clapping for him. You are clapping for him. Sharing the everlasting curse that is on him. Out of hatred of somebody, the lies that somebody concocted against the leadership. Now, what do you think? Do you want your enemy to tell you the truth about your leader? He will always lie to you in other way to get you confused. That is the tools of enemy is always lie. Look at how many lies this guy have lied. He lied that Jofor sold Mazi Lionman Lioni because he having an affair with Mazi Lionman Lioni's wife. The lie is there. And all of you, we are clapping, believing, saying, yeah, it's true. He killed this man in Ebonyi. Sometimes you don't see me online. It's all this shock when I see the havoc that this guy have committed against our people. Sometimes I enter into shock. I ask myself one day, I say, does it mean that people does not have heart anymore? Some of them, they will give him money. The Nigerian government will give him money. He will send the money to the account. He will say, "Go give me an account." He will first convince them, say, "Create," and that is the easy way to pick somebody up. Say, "Create account. Give me. I will send the money there. I don't want to." The idiot will now do. He think he is with them. That is how he used slaughter many of them. You give them 1.1 million. 1.1 million. Somebody just lost his life. Not only lost his own life, lost also the life of those who were following, working with him. Innocent people who came to defend the land. Akwera had 1.1 million naira. That does not even last me in this abroad to take care of bills in a month. Somebody lost life, a precious life that can stay up to 80 years. Somebody lost it. Why somebody is somewhere collecting the money? As the one he killed, they paid him. Because that's what they sign. Anybody that is loyal to Mazi Lionman Lioni, bring him to us, let us kill him. There is one guy in Imo State. They kill this guy like foul. One name. He sent the other Simon video. Obiaka, this guy. Ebe Burumadoka foul. This is IPOB member. When they discover, where the guy discover he is on the wrong camp, he tried to escape. when his eyes have cleared. Because how did he ask question? But he have to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, man, I don't have anything to do on the city. We don't have anything to do on the road. Ndanye na chobu ndefuna nile bushinde ba ndime ndefuna nile bushinde ba ndime ndefuna nile bushinde ba ndime ha. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a general meeting. We have a general meeting here. The time of the meeting is now. So let me join and go out again. Then come out. I will join later. So let me finish what I'm doing. Please, I hope most of you who are in that meeting, please, I hope you are seeing me online. Please, I will join later. I will join. Please, pardon me. I will join the meeting. Let me conclude this program because of this meeting. Please, I will join the meeting. Don't be offended. I'm coming to join the meeting. So, this guy asked. Maz, I will join the meeting. I will join the meeting. Let me conclude. I will join the meeting. I will join the meeting. Please. I will join the meeting. So, this guy told them, we don't have anything, as Mazi Lionman Lioni instructed us, we don't have anything to do inside the town. Only where we are operating is inside the bush to search for bushes. To search for inside the bushes to see where Fulanis are hiding, where they are kidnapping our people and hold our people hostage. That was the reason why Simon now give order. See, is he following his own order, or is he following the order of Mazi Lionman Lioni? That who is Mazi Lionman Lioni? This guy, the criminal he recruited, that is their. That they send the guy to the camp, they bring this guy out. Foul. They slaughter this guy like foul and send to Simon. When I told them that you see, this thing is very easy to detect. Very easy to detect. This is very easy to detect. If you watch, that's why I say common sense is not common. If you watch anybody that is in love with Mazi Lionman Lioni became automatic enemy. Became automatic enemy of ladies and gentlemen, please, I may come back for this broadcast late in the night. Let me sign off now and join this meeting. Please, I will come back. If I couldn't do it today, maybe Tuesday, I will continue this. I want to open the nyash of what this guy, the damage this guy has done, the evil that this guy has committed in our land. There will.